This is Noah, the editor. I've almost finished the podcast. We just need to record this listener discretion thing. We'll record a proper one next week, but I am, as you can tell, far too sick and tired to do this. I've been locked in this closet for almost a week now, and they told me if I finished editing that they'd let me and my family go. I just need to finish this one recording, so listener discretion is advised. The Jubcast is not for everyone. Some may feel offended. Viewer discretion is advised. So, yeah. Anyways, enjoy the podcast. Goodbye.
Once a week, these two girls, Claudia and Andrea, get together, and when they do, oh, you better believe it gets wacky. This is the Jubcast.
Hola.
We forgot to record an intro.
So we're just gonna quickly do that. We just finished eating our mac and cheese, and this podcast, there's a lot of ADD conversation. We kind of go off, but don't worry, it's our first podcast. The next one will be more planned, and
we literally just pressed record and just went for it, which wasn't the best idea because we had no topics. We just went from one thing to the other, and it was a mess, but it was a good mess.
It was a pretty good mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Have fun listening to the podcast.
We'll introduce ourselves eventually.
Yeah. It's an hour and a half into what we recorded, but who knows what that'll be like when we cut it down.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an adventure.
But yeah, if you don't know, I'm Claudia.
I'm Andrea.
And we're two little artsy teenagers who decided to make a podcast because we like recording ourselves.
We're just full of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like listening to our own
Ego?
voices. Through the roof!
Boys. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about a lot in this because we go insane. And that's
essentially.
pretty much it.
Yeah. So, I hope you enjoy. I hope your ears aren't bleeding by the end of it.
They will be.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
No problem.
We're loud. So. I mean, we can see the sound waves right now, and they're booming. But yes, enjoy our podcast. Have a good day or night.
And I will see you next time I make a podcast. Goodbye now.
Yes. Goodbye now. So, Kwanzaa.
Oh.
Kwanzaa.
I think it's my new favorite holiday. I've always been a Christmas gal. But Kwanzaa? What? Why don't we celebrate it?
This is the horrible time. Oh my god. Hello, welcome to our podcast. We're going to be talking about Kwanzaa, the holidays, and
diapers.
And diapers. And crazy drivers.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Sorry if you hear my chair my chair queeping. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my chair just queeps sometimes. It gets a little, it gets a little emotional.
She's got to calm down.
She gets a little feisty.
She's in the mood today.
A little too much,
okay.
Yeah. Yikes. Anyways, but diaper at our door. The present we were given for starting this podcast.
Literally 30 minutes ago.
We're driving home, listening to Womp Womp.
Which is a bop, by the way.
Yeah. And we get home and we're like, oh, we're gonna start this podcast. It's gonna be so good. Muy bueno.
Yes.
And we get to my door, and I didn't notice it. I just walked past it. I probably, if it was in front of my door, I would have easily, stepped on it, though.
Probably. You just passed by it, it was nothing. I was like, Claudia.
Yeah, and then you're like, Claudia, come back here. And I'm like, what? And I just see this diaper.
Which was,
very neatly placed at my door. Where did it come from?
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Their wrap job, really good.
What Karen was like, I'm gonna bring my child's diaper to someone's door, fully loaded. You could see something in there. There was some brownage going on the outline. But anyways.
That was a super good gift.
It was very well wrapped. Pampers has...
Yes.
Wait, we're not sponsored. Shit.
Oh,
fuck. Pampers sponsor us, please, and then we'll support it. It was horribly wrapped.
Ew, I hate Pampers.
Gross.
My god.
Give us money. But neatly well wrapped.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably my favorite gift of the holiday season for sure.
Probably my favorite Kwanzaa gift.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
It
So
was
wait, what exactly happened at Kwanzaa? Like all I get is I'm in Vancouver after
What
eating
happened
sushi.
at Kwanzaa?
And I just get a call from Colby, and he's like, "Yeah, everyone's going crazy." And then you take the phone, and you're like, "We're celebrating Kwanzaa."
Honestly, not much happened. We were just like in a good mood. Like Cole didn't even. Okay, well, our friend Cole,
Yes.
who is an amazing man. We'll talk about him later.
He'll be a guest on our podcast. We'll force him into the back of the van.
Yes.
Into
Tie him up.
Delilah, the trap wagon. And we'll force him on.
But basically, Kwanzaa, me, my friend Emily, our friend Cole, and Ethan, he's my friend.
Yes.
He's my good friend. And
my good friend.
Can I talk about drugs? Like alcohol?
I mean, I guess we can talk about drugs. I'll hide it from my mom.
Sue us.
Report us to the police.
Call the
It's
police,
whatever.
please.
You have no idea.
But we had a plan to just kind of like party it up on Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Just
as one does.
Why not?
On Kwanzaa.
like it needs to be celebrated. So we couldn't get a hold of any
substance.
However, Cole had some Mike's Hards things.
Okay, you can't blame teens though for wanting Mike's Hard Lemonade.
They're so good.
Literally, it's not even like hard alcohol. It's nothing like crazy.
No.
Like you're not like taking a billion shots of like Fireball and stuff. You're
Like,
just sipping your Mike's Hard Lemonade
It's
and
a
getting a
vibe.
nice little vibe from it.
Like, it does not. Like, it's genuinely good. Like,
Yes,
every other
it's
alcohol, I'm
not
like, no
like-
thank you. Mike's Hard, sponsor us. It is
Yes, okay.
so good.
If we get sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade
at our age.
at our age, I will devote my entire life to Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I will become an alcoholic for Mike's
Yes,
Hard
I will
Lemonade.
become an alcoholic for Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh my
That is
God.
the one thing. Yeah,
Like,
shorten my
literally,
life.
After 4 mics,
But
I was
yeah.
straight vibing.
But you guys are like all so lightweight. Besides Colby, I don't know about Colby's tolerance, but he was just vibing.
Yeah, he was.
And like,
he was also.
and like
he was
you and
vibing.
Tisha and Emily were all like,
Essentially.
yeah, they were all reaching nirvana,
Yeah, we went.
which
we were
does not
somewhere
relate
else.
to Kwanzaa at all.
No. What even is Kwanzaa for?
Oh my god! Wait, what is Kwanzaa?
This is important.
Here we are.
I know it's like it involves candles, but it's not Hanukkah.
It's not Hanukkah yet. Wait, what is Kwanzaa?
I
Hey
know it's-
Google, what's Kwanzaa?
It's like some African American like.
Kwanzaa is an annual celebration of African American culture held from December 26th to January 1st.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it basically is like Hanukkah,
Black
but
Hanukkah.
Black Hanukkah. And then, oh my god, yeah, no, Andrea calls while I'm in Vancouver having a great time, not on substances.
Like
I
a
was
good
getting
boy.
sushi, which was amazing, and we get the call, and you're like, we're celebrating Kwanzaa, Claudia. I'm getting crazy off these Mike's Hard's Lemonade.
God,
And
they're
then
good.
she's like, I think I'm black.
Did I? See, I don't recall saying that, which is so bad.
How messed up did Mike's Hard Lemonade get you? That's literally like
Like, the thing is,
the least amount of alcohol you could ever
I
have
know.
in any
Like,
beverage.
like 5% alcohol. That was it, and I was just
And I
gone.
was vibing up that
But like
shit.
honestly though, like at the time I didn't feel that like too far gone, I guess. But
when you
I
called
don't
me, I was
remember
like-
saying I was black.
I honestly, and then I handed the phone to okay, so in Vancouver, you do not say, "Yo, I'm black," and you're white. You can't say
that
anything.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can't say anything in Vancouver without like hardcore judgment. But here, it's kind of like a humor that's like
Yeah.
Not really, like, people don't really, like, go out to judge it that much. I don't know. It's, like, it's not as intense. Like, you can joke about it with your friends. But
it's
when
like
you're in Vancouver, you can't joke about that stuff or else you'll get, like, lynched. But I passed the phone to,
oh, no.
my boyfriend Noah's friend Sky, who's also not my best friend. I love her so much. She's so nice. I don't know what you said at all. I don't either. I don't think it was bad, but I was so worried that you were gonna, like, slip some word, specifically the N-word, because I can't predict that. You're already too crazy when you're not on Mike's Hard.
I know.
Bro, Mike Hard Lemonade got me unpredictable,
bro. I can't handle myself.
I can't handle myself. That shit crazy. Oh yeah, we gotta take a sip of our tea.
Okay, I gotta get ready.
Yeah, here.
I almost threw up on that one. Ooh, she good.
It's not
though.
Mike's Hard,
Don't
but
worry.
it's still it's tea. Don't worry.
We are cleansing our livers after this crazy Kwanzaa.
After this crazy Kwanzaa, bro. Kwanzaa got me fucked up.
You know what else is crazy?
The bitch on the street?
That lady that was driving that car.
Nice transition.
I just really want to talk about her.
Okay, this happened, like, a couple weeks ago. We were driving our good friend Nate to work, as is regular. We were driving.
Because he's 18 and can't drive.
Yes, he's 18 and can't drive, and he's like, I'm gonna take a gap year before I start driving. Anyways, Andrea's, like, the only person. She's the taxi of the group.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
The gas money I go through.
Like, honestly, I was like, dude, honestly, Andrea won't have enough money to go on her trip because she spends so much money on her fucking car.
Like, literally $50 a week on gas.
Delilah is the name of her car. Her van, Delilah the Trap Wagon is the name of her car, and it's so decked out. Speaker, yum.
Heated seats, sunroof,
electric start, cozy as fuck, bro. Anyways, so we're riding in Delilah, and, you know, we live in the Midwest, so it's snowy at this time because it's the holiday season. Oh, we're not some West Coast California living it up.
Anyways.
Oh my god. Anyways, we're not living it up in, like, sunny LA, so we're going a little slow because it's icy. We are nearing a stoplight, and this fucking lady.
Ooh, this lady.
She comes out in front of us. Slowest fucking U-turn I've ever seen in my life. Andrea, you honked for, like...
I never honk at people. I am so nice. Like, well, I'm so nice when I'm driving. Yeah. But this lady almost killed herself, almost killed me. She was like, oh, let's do an illegal U-turn right as this girl has a red light and is going straight at me. Yes, wonderful idea, woman. I almost hit her, lay that horn down, and she doesn't even look at me.
She doesn't look back. She literally did not turn at all. Like,
she
was
not
just
acknowledge.
Slowly turning her car, like, for literally a whole 15 seconds. Like, that was the longest U-turn I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm, like, learning how to drive, and I could make a U-turn faster than that lady ever fucking could. Anyways, so this stoplight is only the beginning. We go right next to it is another stoplight because our roads are great. Thank you. And we're at the stoplight. We're gonna be turning. We're just going straight, and we're like, there's a lane in between us and this lady because she's taking a right turn. And so as these cars are yielding to turn right onto the highway, she, so close to her turn, decides to turn right. But she turned onto the fucking sidewalk.
And this sidewalk wasn't just, like, parallel right next to the road. It, like, went off to another road.
Yes.
Like, it was so out of the way.
Okay, but, like, there's no mistaking it for, like, a highway. No. It's the highway compared to a sidewalk.
Like,
and
there was
those
the
buttons,
buttons
that you press. And, like, she just went right through them with her tiny little fucking car.
I think, like, we should have called the cops, I feel like, because this lady, like, should not have been on the roads. Like, she didn't know where she was, clearly. Like, Everyone knew, like, from our area, we all know that that's a sidewalk that leads to this other road, and there was a little button that said, like, oh, please push to cross the road, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna drive right here. No, don't do that.
Anyways, ladies crazy.
Mhm.
Absolutely bonkers. Like this tea that I'm sipping, bro.
Speaking of the tea.
The tea. I don't know why that made me giggle. Anyways, at our work, we have ginger peach tea. And normally, it is cold. But we do sell the little packets for hot tea. And we do serve hot tea. But honestly, like, the cold version is better at our work.
It tastes
We're
more
just
sweet.
impatient. Yeah, it tastes more sweet when it's cold. I don't get it, but I guess because it gets to steep longer. Oh, that is gonna be so loud. Plunk one in, you dingus. Oh my god.
I'm gonna plug all of them in, ready?
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay, we're okay.
Oh man, that's some nice iced tea right there.
Thank you.
Anyways, iced tea is like OG. Anyways, I'm eating hot tea. Bro, I'm just chomping down on my
Yummy.
tea.
Breakfast, lunch, and
Yum.
dinner.
And then she's got iced tea. And so we brought down a tiny little bowl for her ice. Because,
It's a
we're
little
very
teacup.
specific like that. Oh!
Oh.
Andrew just pissed her pants!
pee-peed my
Oh, she pee
pants.
pee poo. Oh.
But I don't know. I like iced coffee. I like iced tea. And if it's hot, it stresses me out. So I gotta put ice in everything.
You wanna know what's weird? Noah, I've never seen Noah drink cold coffee or cold tea.
That's kind of
Ever.
crazy. I feel like it's like strictly like a white girl thing.
Really? Well, I mean, that makes sense, because,
Yeah. But
just
like,
kidding, as earlier we were celebrating Kwanzaa, and no.
Yay!
Yeah! No. Okay, sorry.
But it's like
We love the holiday, by the way.
yes,
No
mad
offense.
respect.
Yeah,
to
mad
Kwanzaa.
respect to Kwanzaa.
Super good time. But my tea.
Yes, your tea.
So at the place I work at, I take orders from people, and all of like the old men just want coffee, and all of like the old women want like Americanos, it seems like. But then the teens come in and they're like, "Can I have an iced vanilla latte?" And that
Yes.
is all they get.
Okay. Okay, so here's a little background. We work at a cafe. Not the best cafe, but it's nice. It's cozy.
Yeah.
Like, we love our coworkers very dearly.
Especially Patty.
Especially Patty. Okay, we'll get to her later. But I'm technically the dishwasher, but I do everything other than dishwashing. Legitimately. I know
Yeah.
how to do a lot. You've been through... Stop breaking your bones left and right,
I
brother.
didn't try.
That was loud. I heard that double because...
I cracked
Yeah.
both of my thumbs.
Yeah, whack.
Okay.
Anyways, so we work at a cafe. I swear we have ADD. Okay, anyways.
Definitely.
We work at a cafe. I dishwash, she baristas, but she literally went through dishwasher, line, and then bakery, and then barista. But you forgot everything because you fucking...
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
Essentially, I should be the manager of the place.
Yes,
like, I've been there for
but-
2 years and haven't gotten a raise. Sonia, if you are listening to
Sonia,
this,
if you are listening to our podcast,
please
I know you're not in charge of it, but
tell the
just,
boss.
just tell the boss what.
lady.
Yeah, tell her.
I need some more money.
Yeah, we need some more money so we can make these trips, bro.
Honestly, though, our goal is to go to Vancouver
And go school there.
and
Well,
just
and
live
tour
it up.
schools. Yeah.
Like
we're
right
gonna
now,
be
I'm
living
just
up in
trying to go
Vancouver.
there just to see what it's like.
Yeah. Well, because you need to experience
Yeah.
it. You can't just
I
have
can
me
be like,
telling
I'm going
you.
there.
Okay, so I've been. Okay, we're looking at but I cannot speak English. We are looking at the wavelengths right now, and they are peaking because we are cackling real
We
hard.
are annoying.
Anyways, okay, so Vancouver. I go there because my boyfriend lives there. Woo!
Oh my god,
Woo!
Claudia.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
We're both not single,
Yeah, fun fact.
which is whack.
2 years right here. Like, that's
5 months right
that's
here.
kind of like basically a marriage, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
It's no big deal.
It's
I
no
guess.
big deal.
It's
We're just like a
whatever.
power couple or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
Anyways, okay.
Yeah, Vancouver.
So, Vancouver. Love the place. Not just because my boyfriend lives there, but just because it's genuinely the nicest big city I've ever seen. Everything's so convenient there. Too bad we're American and have to, like, sign up for, like, study visas and shit. Because, like, it's just so beautiful there.
I know.
Bruh.
Like, I always, in my AP art class I'm in at high school.
High school.
Quirky, we're so young and going through so much. But anyways.
That's why we started a podcast.
Me and my friend always talk about our struggles, and I cannot stop talking about how I want to leave. Like,
dude,
the Midwest
I can't believe
is so...
we have to go through senior year. I just want to test out this year. I honestly feel like I've grown.
Let me leave.
Literally, they're making us apply for college this year, and like, because by the summer we have to be applied for all of our colleges that we want to go to. And, like, dude, honestly, once you do that, why senior year?
Exactly.
Like, if you're accepted, would you get your acceptance letters around, like, the beginning of senior year? Why finish?
Like, I know this girl who's, like, committed to Vermont and is, like that's super, like, hockey star, like, has her entire life together. She has to go to school, like, 3 hours of the day. And she, like, barely ever shows up because she's like, why? Like, I have my stuff figured out. It's, like, it's so bad. And, like, she's, like, senior sliding low-key, and that's not good. And, like, colleges will drop you for that. But honestly, it's, like, why do I even need to...
But it's, like, once you get accepted, why can't you just, like, test out? America, figure out your school system. Honestly, like, specifically Midwest. Come on, because they're kind of, like, all grouped together with our, like, school laws a little bit. Especially with, our little, like, our break that we get in the fall. We only get it because we're from the Midwest. And it's only a Midwest, like, break.
That's so weird.
I don't even know what it's called. Whatever.
Yeah.
We get a break because they want all of the teachers from the Midwest to, like, meet at this convention. And they get all... They're supposed to be, like, all like, oh my gosh, so I'm teaching my kids this, and here's my strategies, and here's what course we're learning. So weird. But it's like, who does that? I don't know a single teacher who, like, genuinely loves their job that much to go to those conventions.
Yeah. Like, there's so many teachers I know who are, like, amazing people, but, like...
Mr. K?
Yes. Oh my god. Our history teacher has my heart. This man, I am late, like, 10 minutes late to school every single day, and he's at first, like, at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And this man has not marked me tardy once, and today I showed up, like, our first day, like, after break, at least for us, because we didn't go to school yesterday.
That winter break, brothers.
But I showed up. This man, instead of being like, oh, why are you late? He gave me a high five and asked me about how my break was. Yeah. That, my friends, is an amazing teacher, and
he's so, like...
Mr. K for president.
Mr. K for president, guys. All I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Mr. K is, like... I just touched my tablet. Okay, anyways. Mr. K is, like, the perfect teacher. He literally...
Actually, though.
Like, so, a lot of times in school, some things can't click in your brain because your teacher uses, like, too much, like, language that's kind of, like, over your head, because we have a lot of, like, frat boys and, like hockey kids in our school.
So many hockey kids.
Literally don't understand a word they're, like, that teachers say. They cannot comprehend. And we know, because the entire time they're sitting with a blank face, like, oh, the entire time.
Yeah, they're not the brightest.
Not the brightest. So, Mr. K is perfect for those kids like us.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yeah. But Mr. K he's so chill. He's so, like, I don't know, we agree with his views.
Yeah.
Very much.
He, like, is a good enough teacher where he doesn't, like, let everything slide. Yeah. But he's just so reasonable. It's like... Yeah. There's been times where I was like, honestly, Mr. K, I was having a rough night, didn't do the homework. He'll be like, all right, turn it in tomorrow. Yeah. Like, whatever. And, like, yes. Like, sometimes... Kids be sad. Kids don't want to do it. Like, they might turn in something late. Like, you don't know what kids are going through. And, like, he's just... Oh, my God.
He's just so
Mr.
perfect.
K for president is all I have to say.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And, like, he brings in, I think, okay, so our school does a really good job with our, like, English department because we learn how to write essays very well and form an argument. And I think he's doing a really good job at, like, making it into, like, tying it into English and how to, like, how we can make our own opinion on history. And, like, because he's had us write some essays, or at least, like, make, like, an opinion on it.
Yeah, like little CSE things.
And, like, be able to I don't know, our school does a really good job at teaching kids how to argue, which is very good, because I think it's a very important skill.
Yeah.
Because if you're making an argument and you don't have any valid backup, that is the weakest argument, and you need to go to school.
Yeah.
But if you're educated like me and Andrea here, you learn how to argue and back up your opinion with actual facts.
Yeah. Like, they don't let us go into, like, a Socratic seminar without, like, a sheet of paper.
Yes.
Because if you're just sitting there, like, making fun of other people, you look like a dummy. Like,
Yeah.
get out of the circle unless
Like,
you have information.
You need information to succeed. And it genuinely is interesting. I think this year...
I love our Socratic seminars this year. Oh my god, it's a blast.
Okay. There's just... I think more schools, I don't know many schools that actually, like, do so much with arguing, because it is so fun, and it actually gets, I just cracked my knuckles like you did. I'm getting into the habit,
Watch out,
Andrea's
guys.
contaminating me. I'm gonna turn into Andrea one day, and we're both gonna be going,
That's gonna be a cruel world if we're both doing that.
Oh god, there can't be two Andreas.
Please. I don't,
Yeah.
that will be the day.
Yeah.
Tea time,
How's
ready?
your cold tea? Oh, that was so loud. I have to wear the headphones so I have to hear that. I had to hear that too.
Oh, I heard that. That was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No
How would
problem.
you rate it?
Oh god. 11 out of 10. Like, the
Really?
way it went down. No, like, yeah, like, and the noise wasn't necessarily, like, uncomfortable. It was just, like, a nice, like...
It's just a nice, like
it
gulp.
was short. It was...
Yeah.
It was
a little
sweet.
mustache. Okay. Noah has started... Okay, Noah's my boyfriend, for anyone who hasn't heard me say it for the third time.
So, Noah, my boyfriend.
Noah, my boyfriend. He started calling me Mustachio. And it...
What?
So, okay, because one time, I think we were eating, and no, we weren't eating, it was New Year's Eve, and I was going like this on my face a lot, like okay, you can't see what I'm doing, I'm rubbing my mustache, basically. I don't have one, it's peach fuzz, well, I kind of have one, it's long
Oh my
peach
God,
fuzz,
same
oh my god, your mustache?
Hey,
Oh,
can
yeah.
I just shave mustaches later?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, let's go. We have our waxing segment, bro. Oh yeah, we've got a few segments planned, but we'll get to those later.
Yes.
You have to stick around.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. We're gonna have Noah editing all night, boys.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Anyways, he called me Mustachio. I don't take it to heart. But, like, I mean, okay, one night I did. I was like...
Starts crying.
No, I was in the bathroom and I was going like...
Giving her a little
Come on,
rub.
man. I was giving her a little rub. I was making a little... I was like, don't know. My mustache.
I'm so
but, like,
insecure.
it's not crazy. It's not like... You know, it's not...
I cannot see your mustache right now.
Why, thank you.
Yes, I hope you can't see mine.
I can't see yours. I've never
This
seen
is
your
good
mustache,
news.
bro.
I mean, I shave her on occasion.
Yeah?
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I shave her sometimes when I'm too lazy to, like, wax her.
I remember,
Because, like, it takes so long to, like, heat up wax.
yeah, it's too much work.
It's
But,
too
like,
much.
I didn't even realize I had, like, little peach fuzz there until
Oh, yeah?
one day, like, at lunch, like, literally 3
Was it
years
Tisher who brought it?
Yes!
He brought it up
Yes!
too!
Okay, so my boyfriend,
My boyfriend.
when I was friends with him, like, fucking, like, 3 years ago now, I was eating lunch with him and Cole, who we've mentioned, and they both, like, look at me, and, like, Ethan's like, you have a mustache, and Cole's like, yeah, you have a mustache, and I was just sitting there like, shit.
It's so... Okay,
Like,
when those two point something out, I don't know
You
why.
can't-
That's when you're, like, insecure about it, because they don't let it go. They don't
No.
let anything go. Especially your boyfriend, because I remember when you guys started dating, you were like, I have to shave my legs every day now. He notices every single hair. Like,
except now, oh my god, I haven't shaved my legs in months.
yo,
Like,
congrats, brother.
I mean, who's gonna see it?
Yeah, it's winter time.
For real, like, Ethan might see it, but, like, guess what? Sorry about it. I hope it'll keep you warm, buddy, because these girls ain't getting shaved.
Yeah.
That is too much work. Girls, shave your armpits, because then it gets kind of stanky.
Yeah, then
on
it kind of gets a little
It's like-
stanky, and like to put your deodorant on, it's a little like
it's just 2 shapes
like
under there.
just at least keep it a little short.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
not,
honestly, don't care. Like, do whatever, but like, it's just easy.
just as it's easy to do, especially if you want to start your 2020 off right and get
Nice and-
clean,
nice and shaved.
nice and
For
shaved.
2020.
Just 2 strokes down your armpit, and it's
you're good to
literally
go.
good. Yeah.
I just hate how fast it grows back. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I forgot to shave my armpits before I went up to Vancouver again. I like totally forgot. I was literally like, ha, sorry, bud.
Sorry,
It's
bud.
like, it's whatever.
Dap me up, dude.
Mate,
My
come here,
penis
dog.
be hairier than yours, dude.
Mate.
Tea time.
All right, tea time again. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you gotta edit these out sometimes, okay?
Mm-hmm. Unless they're good gulps.
I
then
mean,
keep
yeah,
them
unless
in.
they're like golden gulps.
Golden gulps.
You know, them golden gulps.
That should be our title.
Yeah, the golden gulpers.
The golden gulps.
Welcome to the Golden Gulpers podcast.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We honestly don't know what we're calling this podcast yet.
Which is super fun.
But we should actually figure that out before we do our first ad read.
Oh, true.
Ad read, quote unquote. We don't want to get people confused, but I
It's a
mean,
surprise. I feel like we need to talk about these important people, like, that are in our lives. Like, all of
Okay.
our pals, all of our
Here,
coworkers.
because we kind of started this off a little like rough. We just went straight into talking about Kwanzaa.
Who knows what?
We were talking
Kwanzaa.
about Kwanzaa at the beginning. Okay, time for our little intro, boys.
Okay.
So, hi, my name is Claudia.
Hi, my name is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Welcome to AA. I've been an alcoholic
Welcome
for
to the-
4 years.
Yikes.
Anyways.
I'm just here for the attention.
Yeah, basically. So we are 2 gals in a basement at the moment,
Yes.
and we're artsy girls.
We're
I guess you
artsy
could
girls?
say. Oh my god.
And the reason why we talk about moving to Vancouver is because Vancouver has some pretty good art schools.
Yes. So I honestly have no idea what I want to do. You're pretty set on like
I'm pretty set on mine.
animation,
Yeah.
which is like a really good path. But like
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
mean, it can be like it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be like hard.
I think
but,
you'll do good though too.
Yeah, I
You'll
just
especially learn a lot.
I'm a painter, but like
Yeah. Andrew
That's-
does really nice paintings.
it's hard to get like a career with that.
Yeah. A lot of it is freelance because right now
Yeah.
you're doing freelance.
Yeah.
Which is honestly going like really good.
Honestly,
Because
for being so like just all over the place, like I sold at this place like at our downtown, and I sold like maybe like 10 things, which like I didn't make a profit, but it was like definitely like
but like it's an experience.
Yeah.
Like you're learning. You are in a gallery. Like I think it's really cool.
just to
that
say
you're
that to
doing it.
people like
Yeah.
is nice. Like
Hey,
it's
I
kind
was
of,
in a
like-
gallery. Like my art was in a gallery and I was selling it.
Yeah.
Like
and I like learned so much of like what people like. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't selling and this is.
yeah.
And it was so nice. And now I'm just kind of like chilling. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but
I think
there's like people texting me from our school that are like, oh, hey, like, can you like
Yeah.
do like a little commission for me?
yeah.
And it's like really fun. I love it.
Yeah.
But
And I'm glad that you're not like charging yourself too like little.
mm-hmm.
You could probably charge more, honestly. I
Yeah.
really have to cough, by the way.
Okay, let it out.
Oh shit.
Anyways.
I might have to cough again. I'm just gonna sip my tea. But yeah, you're doing really good, and I think it's very different from what I do.
Yeah, like our styles are like, I don't even know what mine is
Completely
though.
different.
Like I'm honestly all over
I'm
the
liking
place.
it though. I think that's really good to have that.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, you're new to art.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
You've been doing it.
I've been doing
for
it
your
since I
life.
was like little baby, and I do it every single day. Like I draw every single day. But I don't post every single day. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm drawing every day, and then you're painting
as much as like
as much as you
definitely
can.
like at least once a week.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like I started out with landscape, and I was like, yeah, this is my thing. This is what I'm gonna
My
do.
thing.
And like after like a year of that, I was like, I'm so bored with this, and like I
Yeah.
was so scared to like start painting like people and like objects. Like I was like, how does that work?
Yeah.
I will never be able to do such a complicated thing. And it's so fun. Like I'm doing weird stuff. Like I don't know.
Dude, I liked your little wine bottle thing that you did for your mom.
Oh my god, that was so cute.
She's a fucking alcoholic.
My mom is an alcoholic in the best way possible. Yes. But
oh my goodness.
It's great.
She's great. I love your
Mommy
mom.
Robin.
Yeah, Mama Bird.
Mama Bird.
That's what I call her.
Yeah, she's like a mother to all. Like our entire friend group, like they all just like she's like a friend to them at this point.
Honestly, I think I could say I'm better friends with your mom than you. Sorry about it.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
The original plan was to start podcast with her, but like. But then
Robin
she was like, she has a job, like...
she's a hardworking woman.
Yeah, she's a hardworking woman. And I don't know. I guess Robin's too good for this podcast, so
wow,
I brought in
I'll
her
leave.
daughter, I guess.
Yes, so... I feel like we went so off track. I feel like we were talking about something, like, before we started talking about art.
Oh, we were introducing ourselves. Oh my god. See, this is why I think we have ADD. Okay, so this is me and Andrew. We basically think we have undiagnosed ADD.
And we're art kids.
Yes, we're art
Welcome
kids.
to our podcast.
Everyone, I'm promoting this on my channel, so a lot of people already know me. They know my animations, but if you don't, I'm an animator. Andrea's a painter. Andrea she mostly does, like, local... I don't know. I think you're more locally famous.
Locally famous?
I don't know. She makes more money than I do, though, on art, I think.
I think I used to.
Well, used to.
But...
And then it quickly declined.
Yeah.
But, not the point. But I do animation. I mean, now I have Patreon, though.
Yeah, that's going good.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
pretty
Twitch
nice.
is
And
going
Twitch,
good.
yeah.
For sure. So, I don't know. I think you're doing pretty good.
Twitch actually, like, is getting a little bit better. They're helping affiliates get more money now. So that, like, yeah, I don't know. It's going pretty well.
It's good stuff.
We're trying to be successful. Hence why we talk about Vancouver so much. Because Vancouver is a really nice hotspot for film and arts.
Yes.
And we would love to go there. Because not only does my boyfriend live there... Oh, my boyfriend...
Every time you say my boyfriend, we're not gonna get over it.
We're not gonna... Yeah, well, because, like, Tisher, every single time we, like, talk about anything, like... Yeah, he's just, like... He's ingrained it into our heads.
It's so weird, like... She calls him Tisher, but I call him Ethan. Indeed, the
and
same
his
person.
full name is Ethan Tisher.
What?
We just made him famous, bro, by mentioning him on the podcast.
Okay.
Wow. Anyway,
that
12
Tisher.
people are gonna watch. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no, our song was pretty
popular.
Pretty poppin'.
For those who come from Hi-Fi Channel.
Hi-Fi Channel? Welcome.
Welcome. Our song was a hit. And the 12 people who said that they liked it, one's for you.
Did I tell you the message that I got on Instagram?
No.
Oh my god, I didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, so, oh my god, I need to pull this up. Okay, so this lovely person on Instagram who's from Alaska messaged me about our song.
About Alaska.
And they're in Alaska history, in their history class.
Oh, that's crazy.
And, here, wait. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, scrolling past our chat. Oh, lovely. Our group chat has an interesting name. Will not say.
Yes.
Anyways, and I quote, "Hello there. I've actually been following you for a little bit. I just want to say, as an Alaskan, your history project was great.
Yes.
I actually just had to take a final exam on that information. So I just start shaking and I die like,
Claudia! Or is my podcast now?
It's my podcast now, bitch.
Goodbye.
I actually had a final exam on that information, so I find your project to be incredibly interesting and accurate. Also, here's a picture of my dog. And it's a really cute corgi. And, yeah, did you see her? She was so cute. Anyways, but, unlike
that's
Ozzy.
Like... That's so nice, especially including the dog.
Yeah,
that person gets an A for the message.
All I'm saying, the feedback we got from our little Bob of Notorious Big Papa
history project parody.
Yes,
oh my
was outstanding, and I love it. And
it motivated us.
We
to
might
make a podcast.
It motivated us to do podcasts because we like talking so much and being in front of a mic.
We just that,
and we like seeing our little sound waves.
It's actually so interesting. I feel like I'm like dying and then coming back to life.
Yeah,
it's
just going like
crazy. Yeah. And then when we laugh, it's like, oh, we alive, boys.
And then when we're sipping our tea, we kind of die.
Yeah.
And our tea is killing us.
The tea.
Do you think tea actually prolongs life?
I
think?
I don't know. Like, don't mean to sound like a hippie,
Do you
but
think an avid, not acid. Do you think an avid tea drinker lives longer than someone who doesn't drink tea? Like,
I would say yes.
I would like to think so, because it's a de-stressor. If you wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, and you grab yourself some tea. Me and Sky were singing that down the street. We were going all down the streets of Vancouver. If you're from Vancouver and you heard some people going down the street, skipping, holding hands, and singing Kesha, that was me and Sky. Anyways, if you sip tea, a nice, really nice thing of tea that's just steamy and perfect and wonderful in the morning, I think you could live longer.
Well, yeah, and there was this tea my mom had, and it said something about helping your liver. I was like, my mom needs this.
Yes, because she's an alcoholic.
She's an alcoholic, and that is just so good, for my mother. Yes. Specifically, she needs that tea. And I feel I don't know, ones are specific to certain things people have problems with. Even if it's just a placebo, if it says it will de-stress me and it actually doesn't at all, and it makes me believe it, hell yes, that's good for me.
I think tea, honestly, is really, every time I'm gonna do my homework, I make tea.
I make coffee, which is not good because I do my homework at 2 in the morning.
Oh, yep. Yikes. I either make tea or light a candle. I need something to get me
set
into
the mood.
Yeah.
Exactly. I honestly should do that more. I think I have all of this stuff to be happy and organized and in a zen mood, but I'm so disorganized I can't do it. And I'm so mad at myself.
Bro,
but it's whatever. We're fine. Should we get into the topic of... Can we talk about Patty? I want to talk about Patty.
Okay. Honestly, this podcast, dedicated to Patty.
This one goes out to Patty.
Patty is a 60-year-old woman, born and raised in New York.
Yes.
Clearly
born and raised in New York.
She is... So, here's her timeline. Born and raised in New York. Strictly, she sounds like she's from New York.
She has no censor at all.
No, not at all. In part to her addiction to Oxycontin when she was little.
Yay.
And then, I don't know the timeline, but...
She went to a half house.
Oxycontin, half house, prison, while she had her kids. They were already grown up when she went to prison, right? She's been to prison multiple times,
because I know, so she is our manager's mom.
Yes.
And, Sonya's this super amazing lady and I love her, but I know at one point she just didn't have a good connection with her mom.
Yes, because her mom was in prison, I think.
She was just kind of just on the edge with her, but then her mom moved from New York
to Minnesota
and
so that
lives
she could be with her grandkids, not grandparents.
And she is doing amazing.
Yes, she's so much better. I love her so much, and she's our cook in our kitchen, and she's so happy to work there.
I know.
And she loves her children. Oh my gosh.
She does not stop talking about
every
them.
single time. She lets out all the tea, though, on her kids.
No censor.
We learn about our manager so much.
Too much.
Too much. From Patty. Oh my gosh. And Patty's literally so she was addicted to Oxycontin, but she also still has an addiction. She is addicted to cigarettes still. And, yeah. So, every single time when I'm in the back, because you're normally in the front, me and Patty are in the back, I help her cook sometimes, and I mainly help her cook when she goes, hey baby, can you cover for me? I gotta go and take a smoke break. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Or we have this place that we store all of our food behind our building, and
which is... we learned was illegal.
Yeah.
So when the health inspector came.
Hopefully no one.
Yeah.
No one important hears this.
Yeah, and hopefully nobody reports us. We didn't say where we work.
So fine.
We're fine.
But anyways, she's like, hey, I'm gonna go and grab some bacon. Can you cover the line? And she if we need anything from our storage place, she wants to go get it so bad so she can have a cigarette.
She wants a cigarette. She wants to light up. Literally, okay, so we have these people who deliver in some food sometimes. And one, she knows them because she's always in the kitchen and she's been getting a lot more shifts than we have. But that's because she works weekdays, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she's a really hard worker and I love her so much, so good for her. Anyways, she like knows the delivery guys and literally they come in and she's like, hey, you got a cigarette, Mike? I ran out. I didn't bring my pack today. I'm sorry. She can't drive. She can't read. She literally, she's illiterate. She's like, how do you spell guacamole?
The amount of times she asked how to abbreviate guacamole.
Yes.
She does not know the word guac.
Yes, she does not. Okay, and so when you're ordering at a restaurant, I think a lot of people who have worked at a restaurant know this. When you get the tickets, sometimes there are edits because some people want something different changed to us. She can't read those. I don't know what it is. She literally never sees them. Because she's illiterate and practically blind, I still love her though. I'm not talking shit about Patty. I love Patty so much. But because she's illiterate and practically blind, sometimes she does not read the ticket at all. So she'll be like, okay, I'm bringing out like breakfast sandwich with no like egg and this burrito and like other stuff, and I'm like, Patty, like they ordered a salmon bagel and soup. What are you doing? Like,
she's just all over the place, but I love her so much. And like every time we show to a shift and she's like the only one in the kitchen, she's like, oh hey baby, you want to make yourself a sandwich? Yeah. Just sit down for a bit before you start your shift. Yes. And oh my god, she has my heart. Like,
she is. Our cafe that we work at gets a little run down sometimes. Sometimes we are literally empty. And Patty, bless her heart, I love it when she does this. When somebody orders literally anything from the back and it's the first order of the day, she comes out to the front and she's like, yeah! Like she's so happy, smile literally from like just both sides of her face. Like literally, and like, or you'll hear like from the back, we got a live one.
Yes, I was about to say that.
She says
I was
that so much.
When I send back an order the first time, like in a day, like I'll just like sit there and wait for her to like yell something stupid. She's like, we have a live one, and then the person like ordering will either laugh or be like really scared.
Yeah.
But
oh my god. Yeah, the cafe that we work at though is like, it's just the people who work there were crazy until a customer comes in. We chant in the back.
We do a lot of weird things.
We do a lot. And sometimes we get busted by
the
someone.
owner.
Not the owner.
Sometimes
we get busted by Lisa.
Oh my god. If we're going to talk about Lisa, this podcast is going to be like 10 hours long. I have an undying hate.
Okay, Andrea hates Lisa.
For Lisa.
With her guts.
I
have a moderate hate with Lisa.
I need to tell them the story of what really fueled my hate for this woman.
Okay. I don't know if I know this, so.
Okay, yeah. So I've always just been like iffy about her because she thinks she knows how to run our restaurant, even though I've been there for a year longer than her.
Yeah.
And I have worked every single position there. Like, she just thinks because she's older, she is better, but she's like, didn't even go to college ever. Like, she has the same education that I do.
Yeah.
Anyways, this one day in the summer, I was working in the kitchen, and I opened, and she was supposed to come in at, like, 10, I think. Like, I got there at 6:30, and she was supposed to come in at 10 to help me. And this woman didn't show up. And we're not that busy on weekdays, but, like, it was just me and another barista, and we need more than that sometimes. Yeah. So she keeps calling, and she's like, oh, I'll be there in like 30 minutes, I'm sorry. And she shows up at like 12 o'clock, and I have like 10 tickets, and she just walks back, and she's like, oh, the baristas need help. No, the baristas don't need help. Your job is to be in the kitchen, and every single barista at our work does not like it when she goes up to help them.
Nobody likes Lisa.
Because she isn't a barista. She is not trained to be a barista. She works in the kitchen. Like, even Connie was like, go back and help Andrea. I don't want you up here.
Literally. Okay, so one day Andrea was a little fed up and texted Connie. Like, she's like, I cannot handle Lisa right now. This is not okay. Just, what do I do? And Connie Connie is like the sweetest woman ever. I've never heard a single swear word come out of her mouth.
She's like our assistant manager,
Yes.
and she's a barista, like our head barista, like who works in the front.
She is like, if you could think of like 80s movie like classic diner like server,
yes,
that is what she is like.
Like, she lives in my neighborhood, and I see her biking around, and she just looks so elegant when she's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, her hair's like flowing in the wind. She's just like smiling, like on her
got
little
really
stroll.
like poofy hair.
I love her.
But she's just so sweet, and she literally responds to Andrea with "Keep that bitch in the kitchen." Like, oh my god.
So that day when Lisa showed up 2 hours late, Connie was like, okay, Andrea, you can go. And Lisa's like, wait, why is she going? And like, Connie is literally like, you're like late. Like, it's your responsibility to do these orders.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility like to go and like prep everything that's like been needed to be prepped. And I texted our manager after that, and I was like, I was so mad. I was like, if I don't get a raise, I quit.
Yeah, you quit. Yeah,
I never got a raise. I never quit. I was just really mad.
Yeah. Dude, you've asked for a raise and like said you're gonna quit so many times. Literally, I don't think Sonny takes it seriously anymore.
Well, I think I've only done it once, but like I've asked for a raise like multiple times, and like I've like been seriously like, because there's been times like I have 2 jobs now, but there's been like times where I've been like, I like really need to quit and like get another job because like gas is super expensive, and like I can serve, like, I'm a teenager, I'm fine, but like I want spending money.
Yes.
And if literally all of my money goes to gas and I can't put anything to my savings, like, I need another job.
Yeah.
So I finally now clean
I'm a cleaning lady.
dental office, and it's kind of a blast because I just sit there for like 4 hours straight on my own, like
maybe you'll become Sonia working with your mom.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh no.
Honestly though, my mom like helped me clean it like my first time, so we were just
That's
chilling,
cool.
like listening to Ryan Seacrest and stuff. It was a good time.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, we need to get like Colby to work there.
I know. We need to get like more people.
We need to get a lot of people to work there. Hey guys, if you want to work and know us, please
come apply
to our cafe. Just text us.
We'll let you know.
Anyway, you probably know where we work if you know us. But anyways, yeah, come and work at our cafe. We need people, but don't take our shifts or we will literally murder you.
Yeah,
like,
I'm running low.
Last paycheck Andrea got $30.
$33.
We're not supposed to know how much everyone gets paid, but
we all know.
Everyone knows. It's the same for literally everyone. $9.86.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Will has it different too.
Yeah. Like the older people who like work usually during the week because you don't make as much tips during the week get paid like $10.50 or something.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. I'm
Tip
fine
money
with
is
it.
fine, but like not in the winter.
No.
People get a little salty in the winter.
We have like college students who like come back and work in like the summer and winter break, and winter break is right now for them, like for the next like month. So
yeah, well, they're gonna be going back soon.
At the end of January is when
if you're in
my
college,
brother's going back.
Good luck going back. I mean, honestly, it's more of like it's more stressful going back in high school. I think college students are honestly like chilling.
Yeah, I know so many college students that like college and like think it's easier than high school because of like the way it's formatted. Like if you think about it, going to like 6 hours in one day, like our school.
Yeah. Did you go
stupid.
to the okay? So today we had a bunch of college students come back. What is it called? It starts with an A.
I didn't go to it, but
oh well, I don't know. There's some people came back from their freshman year of college, and they were talking about it, and they're like, yeah, no, we literally have 2-hour classes a day.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is normally. 2-hour classes
like,
in a block.
That's how it should be.
That's how I think... Because, like, high school is so stressful, but I guess their point is, like, to, like, crank it out. Because then it makes, like, college less stressful if you can get all of your credits. Like, if you can take, like, AP classes. What is... Who is that?
That's my mom.
That's your mom? You need to send this to Noah so he can put up what that picture is, okay?
I will. Okay. So my brother, who is an icon, he works with us, and he's also, like, one of our friends. He's kind of just, like, I don't know, light of my life, I guess.
He's just Brian.
He's just the Brian. We'll definitely have him on here. He's so down. He's
oh my god.
a hoot. Anyways.
We're gonna have all our friends on this podcast. It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be a good time. Hope y'all are in for a treat.
Yeah. Okay, so basically how this podcast is gonna work, since we're in school, we're just gonna have it every single Friday.
It might be like uploaded on Saturdays.
It was it's not
Sundays.
No, we cannot edit a podcast that fast, you know? Like we'll probably edit it over the weekend and it'll be done like latest Wednesdays.
Fair.
But it'll be a weekly podcast.
Yay!
If we can keep up. It might turn to bi-weekly if editing becomes a problem. But
We'll
our weekly / bi-weekly podcast that we haven't named yet. Oh, we're going great. But it's gonna, weekly, we're gonna have some people on it, and we're gonna try and just, like, talk about our week, and, like, shit that goes on, and like,
fun
other stuff. I actually
who knows?
wrote down a prompt. Okay, I already know what the prompt is that I, was questioning today. So, we are not single anymore. But there are girls who are single, and I question them every single day. My good friend, we're gonna call her Maria.
Okay, top secret information.
Maria was like, yo, I like this dude. And, like, she's been liking him for a while. And I'm like, okay, Maria, I see you. This could be good. And so, like, he seems to be showing some stuff back. But, like, kind of, like, we all know he doesn't like to, like, you know, he's not really good with the ladies. You don't know them at all. Okay. This is just a scenario.
I had an
Andrea
idea
has no idea.
Guys, I'm just as on the edge as you are right now.
Just on the edge. Anyways, she's like, she got this text today. She's been, like, texting him. And not really. She hasn't really been texting him, actually. She texted him at one point, and it seemed to go fine. And then the other day, she texted him, like, hey, would you want to hang out sometimes? And he goes, sorry, who is this? And then she says who it is. But literally before that, they only had one text message before.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Which it's like, but she immediately goes, welp, he's out. And I'm like, why do you immediately cancel him out? That doesn't seem like a, like, complete shutdown. He's just wondering who it is.
If people, like, every time that someone's like, oh, I have no chance with him, the story of me and Ethan is, like, the definition of, like, you can get out of the friend zone.
Yeah.
Like, I am going to scroll up to, like, 2017.
Well, it depends on the relationship, but
it really does. Like, if someone's like, oh, like, there's some situations where it's like, give up. Like, honestly, I should have. I mean, I did give up, but, like.
No, I don't think you guys should have given up, ever.
So, literally, okay, May 21st, 2017. I'm scared to read this. I don't want to read it. It's cringy.
Really? No, is it like a confession to enough?
I literally texted him. I was like, I know you're with your girlfriend, but I like you.
While he was with his girlfriend?
Yeah! Because
I did not know this. Yeah. I just thought you guys made out in his workout room, and then he was like, the tongue reminds me of Yoshi. Let's play Mario Kart.
That was like a year later. No. So I texted him in 8th grade when I was.
What?
You don't know this?
I don't know any of this. I've never heard this. We're peaking the mic so hard.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
Anyways, okay.
Here's the story. So I sat next to him in Spanish class in 8th grade.
Yes.
And this was when I was, like, still, like, in my emo phase a little bit. And I was like, I'm not talking to this kid. Like, who is he? I've never seen him before.
Yeah,
like, so mysterious. But
that was when I was, like, all sweaty and I wore Uggs.
We were at very weird points in our lives.
We were different back then.
And so I had a friend in that class, and he was, like, super talkative. So when he would come to talk to me, he would, like, start talking with Ethan also, and we all ended up, like, becoming this, like, little friend group, and, like, we started talking to, like, other people in that class, and I was like, at this point,
wow, bro,
oh my god, this dude
you know Spanish, dude?
Oh my god, come on, start it.
Yo no say profe.
But,
dude.
At this point, everyone thought I was lesbian. Like, I don't know if you were, like, that close to me at this time, but, like, everyone was like, she's gay as shit.
I did not think you were gay
Oh
ever.
my god, everyone thought I was gay. I thought I was gay.
Well, because my brain was like, what does gay mean? Because I was so late to literally every single party ever.
Honestly, I feel like you are, like, a little bit behind. Like
yes.
Like, in an innocent way. Like...
Yes. Some people are more behind than me.
Yes.
So, way behind me.
Like, some people are like, ooh.
Ooh, yep.
But yeah, I texted him, and I was like, I
No.
like you. And then he was like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. I was like, okay, sick. And then we were, like, friends for, like, a year. And the whole time he was like, I have vibes, like, she still likes me. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's kind of odd, dude. Anyways, he broke up with his girlfriend, made out with me in his basement, and now we're together for 2 years. So, ladies and gents,
it can work.
If
he does not know who you are when you randomly text him, don't take it as a, oh, this is
over. If you stay consistent, ladies.
Yeah, if you fuck the shit out of him, and then he's like, well, I guess this isn't so bad, then I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it was kind of the same situation with you and Noah, too. Like, not well, really, but, like...
Right. It was a little different.
It was a lot different,
okay,
but, like...
wait, no, it was
the
actually
whole, like,
similar,
he had
though.
a girlfriend, and then they broke up, and then, like, right after...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're both rebounds now.
We're both rebounds, essentially.
Rebounds that actually kind of work really, really well.
Yay!
Yay! I don't know if I'm a rebound because they were on the rocks forever. But,
yeah.
Here is my perspective. Sorry, Noah, if this is different. You're editing. You can edit in whatever audio you want.
Oh, God.
You can cut this out.
Okay,
I don't
Claudia's
care.
wrong.
Yeah, like, Claudia's wrong about this. Anyways, okay, so... I think, okay, so I met Noah, because we met through our good old pal, Zelinki, and then, we were like, oh, we both speak French, so we just started talking and chilling out and playing Minecraft, dudes.
No,
like,
I
yeah, what's up, dude? Minecraft gang? Anyways. Anyways, we're playing the craft, having a good time. Me and Noah are best buds. We're also friends with our friend Danielle, and it's kind of like the trio. And Danielle is older than us, but me and Noah are similar, like, closer in age. He's like 2 years older than me.
It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of whack. Anyways, I'm like, I don't know. I was, like, really thinking, like, oh, I'm vibing with this man. Because he's, like, funny, but smart. And I'm like,
how is this possible?
And literally, we started talking, like, instantly, like, a lot. And I was like, okay, cool. So we were, like, literally best friends. And then I learned he had a girlfriend. And then I learned that they were on the rocks. And then at one point I was like, I realized I was talking about him a lot at, like, the lunch table with Colby.
Yeah, Cole was like,
yeah.
You guys are going to date one day.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, no, shut up. And
Not
he's like,
true, dude.
He's like, you want to bone him, don't you, Claudia? And I'm like, no, I would never do that. Ew, Boney, what is that? Like, me, freshman year. But, like, I don't know, he's just, like, funny and smart, and I'm just like, oh, this is cool. And he's, like, passionate about all this stuff. And I'm just like, hey. So, my brain starts going, oh, maybe I do like him. And, like, Danielle was bugging me. She's like, you totally like him. Like, just admit it. And I'm like, bro, no, I don't. Shut up. Stop. You're crazy. That's crazy.
And everyone's just like, okay, Claudia.
Yeah. Like, literally everyone's like, just
say
just
it.
go to Vancouver. Just say it. See, I don't know. Okay, so I hate long distance relationships because the previous 2 that I had
were
stupid. Look at those
big ones.
Dude, we harmonized though. Like,
good.
Anyways, they were stupid. No offense, all offense, they were stupid.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I don't know. And me and Noah literally said like, hey, we're not gonna have long distance. I should probably get to the point of how anyways. Basically, he had a girlfriend. They were on the rocks. I thought they were broken up at one point. And then I started feeling like, oh, ooh. And then, Noah was like, hey, you should come up to Vancouver. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. And my crazy whack ass parents are like, hell yeah. Well, my mom. My mom is a crackhead, but we do not talk about her.
We love her, though.
We love her, though.
We'll
talk about her another time. Because I don't want anyone wanting to fuck my mom.
Which happens a lot.
Dude, nobody fucks my mom like behind my back. What?
Everyone wants to.
They want to, though, and I know it. Griffin does. One of our good pals, Griffin, honestly, he always talks about how he wants to fuck my boyfriend and how he wants to fuck my mom.
He talks about how he wants to fuck my boyfriend.
Yes, he wants to fuck everyone's boyfriend, dude.
Griffin,
and he's like, I'm not gay, I just settle for perfection. And it's like, what? Anyways,
okay, just real quick on the topic of your mom. So, when Ethan used to work at Taco John's.
Oh my god. Okay, so Taco John's is off-brand Taco Bell, and it's a meme on its own.
Yeah, it's gross. It's so
gross.
No,
the manager from our cafe, one of the previous managers, had sex with their manager.
Yes.
Anyways.
They don't talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Anyways, okay. Yes, Taco John's.
So, I don't know exactly how the story went. If you know it better,
I know what story you're talking about.
Do you want to say it?
My mom pulls up to Taco John's, and Tisher was not working the drive-thru.
Yes.
So, I think his name was like Peter or whatever. Peter was working drive-thru. And my mom pulls through, and Peter, like, talks to her, and she gets her order, and she's waiting. And then he goes up to Andrea's boyfriend, aka my best friend too, and goes, "Yo, Tish, MILF alert." And it's my mom. They go and they look, and Tisher's like, "Oh my god, that is Claudia's mom." And he laughs so hard. When he told me that made me so like so uncomfortable, but then I was like, yeah.
If anything, it should be kind of nice though, being like, maybe I'll still look that young one day.
All the waiters that I go to restaurants with my mom with are like, "Oh, you're gonna look so pretty, you're gonna look like your mom." And I'm like, come on. What are you talking about?
You guys look so different,
yes.
But like, you guys like have like similarities in a way, like, I don't know.
I can vibe with my mom.
I can vibe with your mom too.
Yeah. Yo, you vibe with my mom?
I vibe with your mom.
Yo, I vibe with your mom.
You know what? Switch.
Hey, yo, what's up? Let's switch moms. Come here.
Dap me up, bro.
Dap me up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
Anyways.
We off topic. It's whatever.
Oh,
there
yeah.
No topic.
Because I can't get to the point. I can never get to the point. Anyways. Yeah. Noah has girlfriend. On rocks. I thought they broke up because they were on rocks. They were just taking a break, I guess. But then she's like, I want pee-pee. So then she came back to Noah. And then he was like, stop taking my pee-pee, bro. Stop snapping it off and just running away with it.
Not
bro.
nice.
I can't have that. That's not nice. You can't bring that shit around. And then, okay, anyways, she like, I don't know, they were just on the rocks. And then I came up as a friend. And I'm like, but wait, like, I don't know, because, like, my brain did not think that Noah liked me, because it's hard to read Noah, because his eyes are dead.
I think it's hard to read, like, a lot of guys. Like, I was on the exact same, like, page. I know when Ethan and I first, like, kind of, like, oh my god, 2 years ago, like, the next day at lunch, because, like, I sat with, like, him and, like, all of our friends and stuff, I was drinking out of a water bottle, and he's like, "Oh, could I have a sip of that?" I was like, "Yeah," and I gave it to him. He's like, "Oh wait, never mind. I don't want like cooties or like."
Yeah.
But like the way he said it, like sounded like genuinely like he was like so disinterested in me. I was like, literally yesterday when we were watching Saw.
When we were watching Saw, bro. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like it's hard to read them. But
men.
Like, men.
This goes up to you.
But like women are also hard to read. We're probably,
oh my god, yeah, we're
so
bad.
like, oh my god, I love women, and I'm not shit, I'm not lesbian. No. I love women in a platonic way, and I'm rooting for them all to get whatever they want, you know. However. You bitches are crazy. Like, the texting, like, oh, sorry, whose number is this? Oh my god, it's over. Like,
I know. Like, I mean, to a point, I'm kind of like those women. I think you're pretty chill.
Crazy.
I can get mad. But to be fair, my life has been filled with trust issues, okay?
Yeah. Like, Oh my goodness.
It's my real
So
voice.
you have reason, but also, like, so something happened that normal people wouldn't be chill with, I guess. I don't know. I just trust people. And, like, Andrea was kind of, like, yelling at me a little bit.
I was kind of ready to kill somebody.
She was so quick to talk shit. Like,
yes, it's like kind of a problem with me. I just like go right to the worst situation.
If I say something that somebody did to me, but I'm like, fine, you're like, I'm gonna kill them, I'm gonna go to their house, and it's always, I'm gonna go to their house and burn their house down. It's the same thing.
I'm not even kidding. I have like plans for like how I would like not necessarily like kill somebody, but like
I know how I'm gonna murder someone and get away with it,
essentially.
Like,
no, but like how to like really just like make someone feel like shit. Like I just have this big old plan, like putting eye drops in their water, like all this. No, because like before you worked at our work, there was this guy who worked there who is now banned because he wanted to have sex with our manager so badly.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
I was talking to him, and this was like a while ago, he probably
was a regular, yeah.
No, he like worked in the kitchen.
And
he got banned for wanting.
Oh my god.
So I worked with him a lot because I was a dishwasher at the time, and it was like when I was like kind of like beginning dating Ethan, and when I told him I had a boyfriend, he was like, if he ever cheats on you, do this. And this is a really sketchy man, but I have like never forgotten what he told me. Like I have it engraved in my head. Like this, I have contemplation
on how to murder people. I have connections on how to murder people because of my coworker who got banned from my work.
Dude, this guy, he literally has a gold tooth because he ripped it out when he was like tripping balls on drugs. Like oh my god. I'm surprised
don't do drugs, kids.
Survived.
Smile. I like how we're like, don't do drugs. But like,
no drug announcement.
Yes. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Don't do crazy drugs.
Don't do crazy drugs.
You can do the marijuana. That's fine.
Because it's legalized.
Just don't do it like all the time. Come on.
Weed, alcohol, okay.
A little bit. Well, alcohol, I think weed is a little more acceptable than alcohol, to be honest.
Honestly, same.
Hot take.
Mr.
Claudia's
hot take.
Yeah. Welcome to Claudia's Hot Take segment, where we talk about our hot take.
On
weed and alcohol. Mr. K approved, by the way. This opinion is 100% backed up by Mr. K.
And if Mr. K agrees.
Yes. Mr. K agrees. He said this in class, word by word. We should have illegalized alcohol. And we should have legalized marijuana, because who's gonna do more damage? The guy wandering the streets with a bottle, or the little guy sitting on the couch eating chips?
Yeah. Like, I got first-hand experience of having to call the cops on drunk people beating each other up.
Oh, yes. Andrea lives in the ghetto
of our little town. Like, our town's super safe.
There is literally no ghetto, but somehow she lives in the ghetto.
Yeah. And I have been around so many drunk people, and they all get so mad. And, like they will drink alone, and it's like, it's sad. Like, people
a lot of your neighbors are, like...
bad. Like my neighbor actually
like addicted to drugs and like try to kill themselves via drugs.
Yeah, like my neighbor, the cops are at their house like
all the time.
At least once a month.
Doesn't she try to like kill herself with so many drugs all the time?
There's this one girl who's a year younger than me. It's so sad.
It's so sad. Oh my gosh, there's some things that are happening like little kids that I'm like, dude, I couldn't even imagine like me being in that spot, or like let alone an adult. Like, I can't imagine anything being that. And to see, like, a kid, like, especially younger than us.
Like, can I take a hot take on my neighbors for a second?
Yeah,
like, that whole family.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrea's hot take on her neighbors.
It's hot take.
Basically, it's this husband and wife, except the wife has 2 kids. One she doesn't know the father of, because she was gang raped at a party.
Oh my god.
This kid is on our cops' most watched list, and he's 17, so in a couple months, he's gonna be 18 real soon. He's gonna go to jail for sure. Because
real quick. Yeah.
He has stolen cars. He has done, admittedly to me, has said he's done every drug, like, imaginable.
Yeah.
Then he has his little sister who has a different dad. Who is also, like, big drug addict, but not as bad. And
but she's depressed. Like,
yeah, like, she has, like, depressant pills, but she took the entire thing one night, and the ambulance had to come. It was so sad.
And we were talking about it with your mom.
Yeah, it was really sad. And then there's this young kid whose name is Tommy, and he is, like, the dad in that family is, like, actually his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And this poor kid is such a sweetheart. He's, like, does everything a little kid does. Like, I see him, like, walking home from school with his friends, like, throwing snowballs, and it's just so sad, like, everything that goes on in his house, and he's, like, so innocent, and I just, like, I want him to move out with his dad, because his dad is, like, such a nice person, and I just want them, like, to live their best life, because I don't want this little boy to end up, like, his brother, and, oh, it's so sad. I just want the best for this little kid. It's so sad.
Yeah. And we don't do anything, like, crazy.
No.
We have never even touched any hard drug. Ever.
No.
Haven't even, like, seen it.
No.
Literally. And it's weird to think, like, oh my gosh, when I was in Vancouver, me and Noah were, like, walking out of a mall, and this guy was shooting up.
Ooh,
like,
God.
And Noah just goes, yeah, he's staying warm. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That does not happen here.
No.
Like,
it's cold here, too.
It's cold here. But we also don't, like, see homeless people, because it was a homeless man. And a lot of homeless people, like, shoot up to keep warm in the winter. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. It's so sad. And, like, I hate to see people, like, drugged up. I'm glad none of our friends are really, like...
I know.
I mean, Emily's getting out.
No,
she's on hick drugs. Like, she's not crazy.
Yeah, just
But,
dip. just on the dip.
Just dip gang.
Like, I have some friends who have done, like, Xanax and LSD and cocaine.
Yes.
Which is
and
so
we
sad.
don't talk to them as much anymore.
I, like, literally, I feel bad because, like...
You just talk to them in school.
I just kind of, like, dropped them. Like, I was like, I don't
because you guys were, like... You guys were, like, good friends.
Yeah, like,
and it sucks
these were
to,
my, like, since kindergarten, like, childhood best friends, and then...
And then you lose them to drugs.
That's why I'm so iffy with drugs. And, like, when people... Like, I feel bad because, like, I do some stuff, but, like, when I see, like, people I love doing it...
too much.
Or, like, doing it too often,
like... Too often, yeah.
I don't want to be, like, their mom and, like, overprotective, but it's like...
But it's like...
I'm worried about you, and I just want you to be okay, and I don't want you to be addicted.
Yeah, we do it a healthy amount. We literally, like... don't smoke. Like, if it's a school night, we're not smoking or drinking or
even
anything.
If it's like I work the next day, not doing it.
Not at all. Like, not doing anything. Literally the only time where we've smoked, I mean, I didn't smoke with you, I babysat because I was clean, and then one time I did.
Yeah.
In Vancouver where it's legal and safe. Anyways.
Like, I did it Halloween and New Year's.
Yeah.
And, like, it's literally just,
but it's literally, like...
And Kwanzaa was something else, but...
was something else. But, it's just, like, we do it, I would say, a healthy amount. Like, we know we've experienced it, but, like...
Yeah.
We're not, like, experiencing it every day because I can imagine.
No. Like, being reliant on that is just, like, crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like, I have never... Like, I'm so happy. I know so many people who are addicted to nicotine, and I'm so happy I'm not. Like, I couldn't imagine... Like, being addicted to anything. Like, that's scary. Yeah. So that's a hot take on drugs.
Okay. This is a really funny story. So our friend Colby just turned 18. He's going to be drafted soon. No. He will not.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know, maybe.
No, he's gonna be going off to the war. He's like, it's gonna be cool. Like, what the no.
He's like, no, I'm gonna find myself at the war.
I'm gonna find myself in the war, boys. Who needs, like...
Also, women are complaining about how they could possibly be drafted, but ladies, you've been fighting for equality for so long. Here's your equality. Have fun in Iraq. Free vacation.
Anyways, Colby has recently just turned 18.
Yay, you made it this far!
He lives!
Yay!
We live in, like, white suburban. People do not die before 18, normally.
Usually. There's been some cases.
Yeah. Anyway, like 3. But anyways, okay, so he wanted to celebrate a little and get a little, like, cigarette. Not cigarette, cigar. Like,
cigarettes
full
are bad.
ting. Anyways, there was a law recently passed that changed the age to 21 for cigarettes and vape stuff, and yeah. So he goes to the store to get himself his celebratory not cigarette, yeah, big boof.
His big boof.
He goes to get his celebratory big boof. And he goes up and gets it, and then they're like, sorry, the law just changed 3 days ago. New year. Go and have someone else get it, I guess. So his mom bought it for him.
That's, like, so annoying, though, because, like, they get... Because
he was waiting for it.
I know. Like, at the age of 18 is when kids are already addicted to nicotine. Like, if it's just in high school, you get the pressure of it, and then, like, kids get addicted, whatever. People are going to do it when they're 18 no matter what. It's just going to be illegal now, and you're not going to get their money. So... All
I'm saying, government, think real hard on this. Midwest specifically. Really bad for the people.
Me too.
It's not going unnoticed because it's an entire country on fire. We got California on fire, and that's bad.
Yeah.
But the entirety of like, Australia is on fire.
Of a continent,
like,
I guess.
Bruh.
But,
no
like...
Fuck.
Bruh. I don't know. I just wish I could fly down there with my little hose. Just help out.
And just help out.
Just like...
I wish I could just, like, wet the little part on the map, and then Australia's fine. It's not on fire.
I wish I could just, like, spit on the Australian map, and then, like, fix everything. But that's not how it works.
Yeah, just get, like, a world map and just spit on it. Australia's fine now.
I got you.
Get, like, a loogie on it. Like... I have a big cold right now. Okay, wait. Andrea, it's the winter time.
It sure is.
And it's getting a little chilly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Are your feet too warm and toes too cold?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh my gosh. Well, here at Bogongo Corp, we have just the product for you. Pigs in a blanket.
No way.
Yeah, yes way. It keeps your toes warm. Bogongo Corp. Plain cotton wool blend. Gone are the days of asking your loved ones if you can stick your toes near them or in them for heat. With Bogongo brand pigs in a blanket, your piggies will be warm any time of the year.
Yes,
that's some nice piggies. Get a discount by going to bogongocorp.com/pigsinablanket/Jubba and use the discount code Jubba to get 15% off your pigs in a blanket pack. Or call... Noah, is this somebody's actual number?
Wait,
Jesus,
oh my God.
Breaking character. Whose number is 214-748-3647?
Noah.
If this is an actual number...
Should I call them? I'm calling them.
Get those toes warm today at bogongocorp.com/pigsinablanket/Jubba. Thank you. By the way, that was a fake ad read. Please do not go to the website.
No,
I don't know.
Go there.
Actually, yeah, go there. See what's on there. Wait. Actually, is it an actual URL? Let's find out.
Let's find out if this is an actual number. Oh, it's not real.
It's not real.
I
wish somebody picked up so bad.
I wish it was like some like random friend of his.
Yeah, I wish it was like, I specifically wish it was like Ethan, and we'd be like, so can I get a pigs in a blanket pack? And like, he'd be like, what the fuck is that? What?
What?
/pigs in a blanket /Jubba. Yeah, no, site cannot be reached. Okay. Anyways, that was our... I wish it was a real number and then we could actually call someone. But then I think that'd be a little interesting because we're on a podcast.
Yeah.
So,
thanks, Noah, for the disappointment.
Thanks, Noah. God damn. You could have put a real number here. I call it and it works. It's like, yeah. Noah just texted us, are we doing a podcast? Yes, we are doing a podcast.
We are doing a good podcast. So that was our weekly ad. We get paid $2 million per ad.
$2 million per ad by guess who? Our editor, who pays us to edit. No. Noah,
he pays us.
Noah's like, he's like, I'm so dedicated to this. I appreciate it so much. But then he's like, I'm gonna pay you guys. I'm gonna sponsor you. And it's like,
if anything, if we somehow made any money from this at all, I feel like we would split it into, like, thirds. Like, this man would deserve majority of it.
And he's going to school. We gotta help a brother out.
Exactly.
Yeah, we gotta get a little patron for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little Patreon money. Noah donates to himself. Like,
yes.
He's like, yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, boys.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly. But.
What a time.
Jubba. Because we were saying in the little segment, I kept saying Jubba.
We
and
need
people
to talk
do not know
about
who Jubba is.
Okay. This is my time to shine.
Yeah?
So I have not one, not two, but 3 voluptuous cats at home. One's name is Gracie, who was found in a dumpster.
She is something.
She's kind of a little schizophrenic.
She's also kind of a little...
We're all like that. And then, or maybe just me. I don't know.
Maybe just me.
I was going
the shadow.
They're
right outside the door.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. Where am I? Yes, my cats.
Yes.
So then there's Tom and Jerry, who we got off of Facebook.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they're brothers, and they both weigh 20 pounds each.
At least.
At least. So we call Tom the Tank, and we call Jerry, we used to call him Jer Bear, and then that led to Jubba, which now has led to Jubba the Bus.
Jubba the Bus.
But yeah, Jubba basically. Jubba. And he's just kind of like well known throughout, like, everyone we know just knows about Jubba.
Everyone praises Jubba.
He's like really smart.
He's an icon.
He's
dude, when
chubby in all the right ways.
When I see Jubba walking, jiggling down the stairs
his
because he's too fat,
jiggling side to side.
Bro, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta look away.
Oh my god, he got me kind of jealous a little bit.
Just a little bit, like
that
bro.
man's thick.
He's a thicky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of thicky boys, I posted on my Instagram the picture of Noah with his batush
cake
and
butt.
In response, he posted many a pictures of me of
Did I see those?
It's just me like gross. Like,
yeah.
Ew. Ugh. But then like I post one picture of his voluptuous butt. Not Brian's voluptuous butt.
That's another story.
That's a triple B. We can't go that far. But
can we tell them about Brian's voluptuous butt real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So my brother Brian, we went to see Frozen 2 one night at like 11 o'clock. And afterwards...
I'll show some pictures from like, because I have some from the Jumanji thing. Oh my god.
Oh, yes. And it was me, Claudia, and Brian sitting in the back of my Delilah the Trap wagon. And Brian has the audacity to wave his voluptuous big old butt around in our faces. And we're just sitting there, we're like, damn. We're like, Brian's got a voluptuous butt.
What?
Yeah, and then one thing led to another, and we just came up with Brian's voluptuous butt, the triple B.
Yeah.
And it just never really died. Like,
yeah,
this man is skinny, but kind of thick though.
Kind of thick though. His butt is voluptuous.
Voluptuous. Period. And that's Brian. That's all you need to know about him, really.
Yeah. I honestly, this podcast was like, not much structure, but
we're working on it.
We've never recorded a podcast before.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Maybe while Noah's editing this,
he'll probably be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Maybe
I think a lot of it was just us trying to explain.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the next one might be a little more like,
yeah.
Okay, the next one we'll actually prepare.
Yes, we literally just press record and we're like,
let's start talking, and whatever we fuck up, Noah's gonna edit it out.
Sorry,
this is probably gonna be edited down to like 2 minutes. We're at an hour and 36 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
and 20 seconds, 21, 22.
But like, we just started out like not knowing what we're doing, and I feel like we're trying to explain who we are.
Yes,
and that's hard to do.
It's hard because we keep going off because I think we have like ADD,
which is a problem.
Which yes, is a big problem.
I think once like we introduce everyone and like the 20 people that will listen to this like understand who's who,
they'll know our lives completely after this.
And then they'll hunt us down and then take us.
And then my mom will murder me. before they come. But yeah, we're kind of just explaining things, going off a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were a lot of, I don't even know what topics we covered, but we covered some topics.
We did. We covered them.
We did that.
I feel like there was a point where, like, we were trying to talk about Noah and his ex-girlfriend.
Yes, and we couldn't stop going on.
The amount of times you were like, Noah and his girlfriend are on the rocks.
Yes, I need, like, we should get a counter for how long there'll be, like, a little, like, number, how many times I've said that we're on the rocks, and then I just came in and I swooped.
Essentially. That's kind of what we both did, though.
Kind of.
But anyways.
I mean, I don't know if I didn't know anything about and Ethan's relationship.
I don't think...
You might want to bleep out
that
her name.
I don't know.
Because I don't know if anyone wants to know. But, like, I didn't really know anything. I just know that when I met her, I was like, no.
Like, I think it just, like, she's just not our type of person. Like, I think she was nice. She just had a bad taste in her mouth, like, especially with me.
Especially, like, I don't know, if you...
Well, I think it's because Ethan and I hung out so much, like, as friends, though. Like, nothing was happening.
Nothing
we
was
were
happening
friends.
at the time.
I don't know. It's like, they just were totally different. Like, he's all like, oh, let me talk about killing people and how much I hate.
Like, no, you can never talk about that.
Violence? Ooh. Dark humor? Ooh. And that's just, like, literally what his life revolves around.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so I think big life lesson, I don't know, I mean, I think at one point people can start, like, coming to agreements and maybe, like, love each other. I think it just takes time, depending on the person. But, like, I don't know, I just think, like, if you really don't vibe with someone, like, after a while with dating them, I would say just drop it before you think of, like, just leading it on.
Yeah.
Because, number one, I guess it's not fair to yourself, and it's also not fair to them.
Like, I think people would say, like, oh, opposites attract. Like,
no, not at all. No. Literally, like, the way you meet people is to have connections.
Exactly.
Like, you can't be complete opposites. It's like, that's not how that works.
I know.
It's just, I think people try to bring, like, scientist stuff into, like, because it's, like, opposites attract in, like, science and, like, magnets, yeah. But we're not magnets, bro.
We're
like,
people, dude.
We're people. Don't make that stupid comparison. If you do not get along with someone, don't surround yourself with them.
I know. Like, to an extent, like, if you have everything in common, and, like, you talk about, like, these same things, like, every single... Yeah, like, you gotta, like, oh, if this person talks about, like, what they're doing over here, and this person talks about what they're doing over here, that's perfect. Like...
I think I actually know why they say opposites attract. In a good way. I think if you both are very, like, nice people and have maybe opposite interests, I think that's that's a good, healthy attraction.
Yeah.
Because you can learn a lot from people who are very different from you. And, like, just as much as how, like, you can learn a lot from people who are maybe, like, similar to you. Like, if you guys are both doing, like... Right. If you're like me and Andrea, we're both doing art. We can learn shit from each other.
Yeah, like, I was really about to say, like, my art class in school, I've never learned so much in my life in school. Like, because everyone in there is, like, so interested and, like, so passionate. And we're all so different. Like, I swear, I learned how to draw faces from watching Olivia, like... Yeah. Because she is so talented. Like, this girl I sit next to in my art class, she just, like, paints, like, she painted me, and I was, like, I thought I was looking into a mirror. Looked like you. It was really weird.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, so just, like, watching her and, like, everyone, I was like, this is nice. This is how you learn. School system, take notes.
Take a note. Bro.
Let kids be creative.
Yes.
Please.
I think we have a decent art wing, but...
Yeah. I think, like, we could have more attention. Like, I know, like, the theater programs always, like...
because all our money goes to, like, sports.
I know.
Ooh.
Like, I feel like the theater program always complains about, like, how much attention, like, the sports get. But arts gets absolutely zero. Like, we have
to make our own money for stuff. Like, we have to have, like, fun. We're not, like, supported by the school. We have to have support from, like, restaurants. Like, we have to go out with little, like, flyers sometimes, and, like, people have to go and, like, buy stuff from restaurants, and, like, a third of it goes to us, and then we're like, yeah, we have money. We can do a play.
Yes. I know. Like, especially even, like, painting, like, they provide us, like, cheap, like...
Crayola.
Like, acrylic paints and, like, maybe some Sharpies. Like,
Yeah.
most of us bring stuff from home. Like, I bring oil paints from home to school, like, a lot of the time. And I just think, like, I think sports are underfunded. Like, I feel like everything could use more money, but it's, like...
But I don't know, our school's a little boofed in the money department.
Yeah.
But it's a giant school. I mean, they have a lot of staff to pay, too.
Yeah.
I'd rather have, like, the staff get paid, too, because, like, teachers don't get paid that much.
Like, I think compared to, like, other schools in our area, we, like, people talk shit about our school all the time, like, who go to our school.
But
like,
it's a good school.
Sucks. Like, yeah,
like,
it's, like...
It's decent. It has, like, it really tries to, like, we have the college career center that tries to, like, get you connections.
And
like,
we have
and
so many electives, too.
Yes.
Like...
There are so many courses that are, like... The only reason why they're dropped is because, like, some people... We drop a lot of, like, classes because
no one takes them.
Nobody takes them. But they're offered, like, the next year if people take them.
Yeah.
But if they don't, then, like, people don't get to take that class.
Like, there is some crackhead things that happen at our school.
Yeah.
Like,
but, like, it's not, like, as much as, like, some place on the East Coast would probably have.
Yeah. Like, last year, we had this big old scandal of this kid who huffed spray paint in the bathroom.
And had to be carried out.
Yeah, the ambulance came. Like, it was so sad.
That was right next to my English class, wasn't it, in the English? I don't know.
It was in some bathroom. I don't remember.
I know I saw some paramedics, like, walking
like,
through the English
hallway.
It was,
like, 20 boys, like, recording this one kid who was, like, huffing paint. He was, like, swinging back and forth, and he just, like, fell over, and I was like... Bruh, like, you guys are all standing here laughing, like, this kid's about to die.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of sad.
And he gets carried out.
But that's, like, that's why I can see why everyone's like, oh my god, this school sucks. But it's, like, if that's all you, like, cover and talk about with our school, then yeah, our school sucks.
Yes.
But, like, they really try to, like, give us, like, as much opportunity as possible.
Yeah.
Which... not a lot of schools get. Like, some don't even have, like, a goddamn gym, so...
Some don't have counselors in their school. Like, we have counselors and, like, people to try and, like, help you out. And we have a specific area that is meant for kids who, like, can't learn the same way as other kids.
I don't like, though, that our counselors need to tell our parents, basically, like... everything serious. Yeah, like...
Oh, yeah, like... Because they're not, like, doctors. They're not legally, like...
Yeah. Which kind of sucks. Like, if a kid was like, I'm thinking about killing myself, yes, please tell their parents. But, like, if a kid's like, I have a drug addiction, don't tell their parents, please. Like, just help them. Like,
yeah, just... telling
their parents, like, you don't know what people's lives are like at home. Like, some people would get kicked out or, like, get their shit kicked, like, literally get beat up by the parents. So...
We've had... Wasn't one girl homeless for a while?
Yeah, this girl, what was her name? Scott.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't say her name.
Doesn't matter. Just
but,
come up with one.
She actually, like, hated me for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
For no reason, really. I just, like, lived next to her ex-boyfriend, and I don't know. She got all salty. I don't really know. But we, like, go downtown. We used to go downtown, like, every Tuesday.
And
like,
then she ended up, like, living downtown because she got kicked out.
There's this, like, little space downtown that we call, like, where the bathroom boys hang out. And it's where all of, like, the drug addicts hang out. And me and my friend Emily, we would hang out there sometimes just because, like, it was interesting. Like, we never did anything, but we, like...
The people there are entertaining.
They were entertaining. And, like, some of them were, like, really nice. They just didn't make good decisions.
Yes.
But... this girl ended up living there for, like, a long time until
Wasn't
that
it, like,
night.
A literal whole year?
I don't think that long.
No, it was, like, half at least.
Yeah, she just was, like, jumping from, like, house to house. And, like, finally, when I was down there, like, one day with her, like, after, like, we became, like, friends and everything was fine, like, the cops came and, like, picked her up. And I was like, I don't know who sent them, but, like, thank God, because...
she needs a place.
She needs to get her shit figured out. And it's just, I don't know. It's weird that, like, our little town has, like, so many weird things like that happen.
Yeah,
and, like...
but, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like we do have those weird things, but we also seem very sheltered from, like, big things. Like, when we went to Vancouver and I saw that guy shooting up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. And we went into a Subway, and there was a homeless man, like, spitting on the floor, speaking, like, switching between French and English and swearing at, everyone. And he would be like, please, sir, can you buy me a cookie? Please, sir, can you get me a gift card? Like, can you do this? And he had cuts on his forehead. His, like, head was, like, shaved very poorly. And, like, he was getting so angry at, like, the drink machine specifically. Like, I thought he was gonna, like, shatter that thing. And this hippie dude, like, comes in and he's like, hey, do you want me to call the police? And they're like, no. And he's like, okay, I won't call the police then. Because it's not really his business to call the police if the workers say no. So he just, like, he's just like, hey, man, I'm bringing your stuff outside. And, like, the guy's swearing at him. And I'm surprised, like, the guy did, like, the hippie did call him, like a pig and stuff back. But, like, the other guy was calling him, like, shit that was worse. And, like, he was raising his voice way too much. And, like, it was scary. We were just trying to get our Subway, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and this, I don't know, we don't have any of those, like, interactions with, like, homeless people.
Yeah.
Especially, like, there are a lot of nice homeless people. Like, Noah has interviewed a lot of really nice homeless people.
Yeah.
And you just feel bad for them because they can't get jobs that, like, pay enough for a house. Because poverty is, like, a little crazy there.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's, like, I don't know, there's a lot of nice ones, but then there's some like that, and we don't have any interaction with those, so, like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to deal with that, so I was just kind of, like, frozen the entire time, and I was about to turn and be like, I want to go, like, outside, I don't want to be here.
It's, like, really stressful.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, especially being in America, I know it doesn't happen because they have different gun laws, but, like, part of me was, like, worried that he was gonna pull something out.
Yeah, which is, like, really sad that we need to think about that, but
well, yeah,
it's definitely, like, possible
yeah,
for that
because
to happen.
because we don't have anyone, if somebody here raised their voice like that, you'd think they're gonna pull a knife or a gun on you at that point.
Or at least start beating the shit out of each other.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if...
No hands were thrown when I was there, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whack. But...
I don't know if it's just, like, an America thing, but I feel like... if something like that happened, like, there'd be a fight, for sure.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if it's just, like, guys
no,
who, like, need
somebody could not keep their calm if that happened
No.
here. And the cops would have been called.
For sure.
The workers wouldn't have been like, no. Because if a homeless person walks in and doesn't order stuff and is being, like, kind of a nuisance, because that guy was there for an hour and a half before we were there, according to the staff. But, like, if that shit happened here, oh my god. It would make the news.
Yeah.
Because nothing happens here.
Right.
But, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It would not go down well.
We are,
honestly.
like, a super sheltered place. So, like, I don't think... Like, when I was in New York, I saw stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, here, no. And, like, if there is situations like that, it's almost like we know them. Like all my crackhead situations, like, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like,
but it doesn't happen as often as it does in, like,
yeah.
a big city. And it's really crazy. It's weird to see, like, how desensitized people were to, like, people shooting up on the street right next to us. And I'm like, that is really weird to see.
Like, I feel like that would take
but they're all, like,
a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, it will. But, I mean, like, I don't know, it's only, like, at night where you see it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see much in the day besides that guy in the subway.
Yeah. But, and I feel like situations like that are, like, the only reason why I'm kind of scared to, like, move from, like, our little home. Because, like, I've always lived around here. Like, I've never been really, like, in a big city for, like, longer than, like, a week.
Yeah. And
I don't know if I would be able to do that, because I like to be alone a lot. And,
yes.
like...
Thing is, like, okay, I would say, it's really weird because, I remember Noah's sister, Ella, came into her room and she's like, hey, can you walk me to the SkyTrain? Because it's dark out and I can't walk out in the dark. I don't know, if you and me do live there, I don't think we're gonna be doing much walking around in the dark alone.
Yeah.
But...
And that's so sad, like...
I don't know, I don't
that
think
one
it's
time,
often.
when we were at Walmart, at like
oh my gosh,
12,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
And we got catcalled, and then
yeah, we were in Delilah the Trap Wagon, of course,
Yeah.
and because I drive everyone around.
and we were with our friend Emily, who is known for knowing people who have trucks
because she's a hick.
that we do. Yeah, because she's a hick, like that we like don't know, and they'll randomly be like, "Hey, yo, Emily." Anyways, we went to Walmart. Don't know what we got.
We got cookie dough.
Yes, and we made cookies and came to my house and watched movies.
Yes.
And we were walking past this truck, and all of a sudden the guy goes like, "Hey, you!" And then we turn around, and like, I realized I thought, oh, it's one of Emily's friends because it was like a pickup truck.
Like even Emily assumed it was one of her friends. She was like, who is it?
and then she realizes it's not her friends, and then we realize it's not her friends, and then they're like, "Come over." And there was a drug deal going down.
Yeah.
They were buying some marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Juan.
Like, before they even talked to us, we, like, pointed out, we're like, oh, there's a drug deal, because this guy, like, walked
Yeah,
from this truck to
guy
this
walked
little
into
car.
a different car, and, like...
And the guy who was in this car opened up, he's like, are they yelling at you? And we're like, yeah.
And he's like, tell him to shut the fuck up.
So I yell, shut the fuck up. And they're like, how old are you, huh? And we're like...
16, bitch.
Yeah, we
were
were all 16 at the time.
Yeah.
And, they were like, oh, never mind, that's weird.
Never mind.
Because...
But then...
They continued.
They got out of their car, and they were like...
They started walking over
They
my
started
car.
walking over to Delilah, and we had the car started, and we had our window rolled down, and we're like, brother, what? And then we rolled down the window, and like, what the fuck you want? And then they're like, come over.
They're like, get
come
in the car. Like, let us talk to you. And they
then
were
we're
probably like 20-ish.
They
Like
were
19,
like 19.
Yeah. And like once they like started to get really close to my car, I was like, I'm scared. And I just like...
And then you went,
I just
suck my dick!
was
And
like-
flipped them off and zoomed off. Like, Delilah could never have gone faster than that.
She is really bad at accelerating, but in this very moment,
Delilah
had to
knew.
move.
She knew.
And yeah, that was like kind of spooky, but like...
I mean,
It
were
wasn't a
fine.
big deal
It
at
wasn't
all.
like anything that could possibly happen in like a big city.
I know.
Possibly.
Like, those people weren't scary at all.
No,
like,
yeah. But I can't imagine someone actually who is scary having an interaction with them.
yeah, like, I feel like I was, like, kind of shaking after that just because it was, like, so, like, weird and, like...
I was kind of like, this is a joke to me, because they were kind of like, just frat boys, it seemed.
But, like, it was just weird that they, like,
that they kept doing it after they were like, how old are you? And we're like, 16.
They're like, I'm the man.
I don't know.
But it was
Anyways.
weird. But that's definitely, like, very mild compared to, like, what can happen in a city.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm ready for that because I'm scared.
No, I feel safe in that city. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
If we go up. I hope your mom lets you up, because it is a big learning experience to travel on your own, especially.
I know, like, I learned.
I feel like my eyes were opened up the first time I went on a plane. I felt so like independent, and I'm like, dude, I planned this entire trip on my own.
Yeah, like
with Noah, like what I was gonna do there, but like in terms of like getting my passport and like paying for my flight and making sure I was like checked in and going to the airport alone and getting to my gate and all that.
Yeah, like, I would have no idea how to do that.
I know.
I have my passport, that's a start, but, like...
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, and I feel like my mom, she used to fly all the time when she was younger, but now she refuses to get on a plane. Like, it's so weird. Like, we go on 3-day road trips instead of taking a plane.
That's weird.
It's super, like, I don't know what happened, or... She's just, like, super weird about
she's
things.
just like, I experienced hard turbulence. I'm never going on a plane again.
I was like, Mother, there's so much to see. She's like, I've seen enough. And I was like, okay, Mom.
Oh my goodness.
So she doesn't want to go on planes. And my dad, we go on trips, like, every now and then, like, on planes. But, like, he kind of just, like, I just zone out and he just, like, walks through the airport. And honestly, he doesn't know what he's doing either. It's just, like, whatever girlfriend he's with at the time is like, oh yeah, go here, go there. So it's just, like, I have no idea.
Papa Kaiser, like, hauling around. No.
Papa Kais.
Papa Kais.
Dragging it around.
Anyways.
He isn't a hoe, though. He's had 2 girlfriends since he divorced my mother. Just one ended up cheating on him and doing cocaine. Mm-hmm. But this one is good. She's better. I like her.
Moral of the story, Andrea lives in the ghetto.
Andrea has
some
weird
life.
Compared
to mine. Mine is a little crazy. Not crazy. Compared to all the people I know, Mine is like,
Pretty
wow.
chill, yeah.
Yeah, pretty chill.
I don't know.
I'm pretty chill. I
It's
have
kind
a pretty
of,
good life.
Like, as much as, like, at the time, like, when things happened to me, I was, like, really sad. Like, looking back at it, I was like, this was helpful, which sounds, like,
Yes.
really weird.
I know, but, like...
But, like, I feel like if something happened to me again like that, like, the rich people who, like, have never had a problem in their life, like, something's gonna happen to them and they're not gonna know what to do.
I'm not rich,
No,
though.
like,
Yeah.
you... Yeah, you definitely aren't, like, the people I'm thinking about.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, I feel like some
I
people
know
are
exactly,
gonna have...
like, the type of people that you're talking about.
They're gonna have a problem and they're not gonna know what to do. Where, like, I feel like, in a way... I mean, I'm still dramatic and cry all the time. But, like,
Same, bro.
in a way, I feel like if something really big happened to me, like, I'd be better. Like, I wouldn't be so, like, oh my god, my life's over. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll get through it.
Compared to, like, someone who's had it good their entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, like, people who've, like, never, like, had to, like, call the cops on a drunk person or, like, have had, like, lost someone to, like, drugs or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of weird stuff. Like, I think, even though it's so fucked up, it's, like, really good, like, life lesson shit.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know. It's, like, it is sad. But, I mean, you can learn from sadness
Yeah.
in a way.
And,
like, you can look back and just kind of be like, you know what? It's bittersweet, but I am glad that that happened.
Yeah. And, like, I think from my childhood, I learned that, like, I do not ever want to, like, actively drink alcohol. I've been drunk, like, twice in my high school.
I've never been drunk, bro, but that doesn't mean I haven't, like, tried anything.
Yeah. But it's, like two
Like,
times
2
in my
sips.
whole entire, like, high school career, like, I know people who are drunk, like...
Every night.
Every night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who are my age. Like, that's crazy.
Or younger. Some of them are sophomores are getting, like, grade
Yeah.
10, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. They're getting crazy.
Yeah. Like, the people I know who, like, lost their virginity when they were 12 or, like, had a nicotine...
Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Nicotine addiction.
But, like, for real, I know people who, like, were addicted to nicotine when they were, like, 13. Like, that's so sad.
That girl that we met in the basement who was an 8th grader, and she's like, I have 8 tattoos. I need
Oh
my
my-
e-cigs every single
that's my
fucking
neighbor.
day." That's her?
Yeah.
Oh.
She tried to kill herself.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She's tiny.
She has, like, 8 stick and pokes.
Yeah, legitimately. It's
That-
so stupid.
She listens to little people.
Yep, she was like, y'all heard of this rapper? And we're like, nah. And then she started playing it. I'm like, I literally want to be like, get the fuck out. I know
know.
your dad's upstairs, but get out.
I know. It's just, I don't know. Some
Yeah.
people's lifestyles are a lot different than mine, and I just don't know how to talk to them.
Yeah. Okay, we're just about to hit 2 hours, and I think we want to give Noah a little bit of
Yes.
a breath before he has to go back to school. So we're gonna end the podcast.
Thank you.
If you've listened this far, the only person I know who for sure is gonna listen this far is Noah,
Noah.
because he's gonna be editing it. Anyways, if you listen this far, thank you. The first podcast and final words.
Thank you for listening to our drug talks, boys.
Yeah, a lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs.
We talked about our coworkers a lot. We didn't really talk about ourselves. We were just talking about the people we know.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be more organized next time. Thank you for listening. If you, like, literally listen this far, wow.
Jesus
you're a
Christ.
trooper.
You's a trooper. A Zuzu trooper?
Oh my
Whoa! We'll explain that joke later.
Ha
Goodbye,
ha.
boys.
Bye.
Have a good Oh, it's already the end of the holidays. Have good after holidays. Enjoy 220.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye now. Boy.